Boys, this stuff your teachers won't show you in school. So sit back, relax, class is in session. It's time you learn some real useful stuff. Just kidding, school's important, but this helps too. Number 1, never wear a white undershirt, especially under a white dress shirt. Don't get me wrong, undershirts are great. However, wearing undershirts do come with drawbacks. The biggest one being that when you wear, especially a white one, it imprints through a dress shirt and it just looks a little bit wacky and off, out of place almost. What experts recommend is for you to wear something gray. Since the contrast between the t-shirt and your skin tone is not as much as a white undershirt, that eliminates the shadow seeping through. Now, if only somebody was smart enough to create an undershirt that was your same skin tone color, then the shirt would basically be invisible. Oh wait, of course, there is. My buddies over from Sloan. Yes, I've talked about Sloan before. They're the sponsors of today's video, and what Sloan does right when it comes to undershirts is that they create undershirts that are your exact skin tone color. So I have a couple that are my skin tone color, and when I wear these, I can guarantee you can't call out the videos that I'm wearing these undershirts on because they're invisible. That's the great thing with it, because when you get an undershirt that is almost identical to your skin tone color, the contrast is barely none and it creates no shadows. The other great part with Sloan is that they really focus in on wanting to create an undershirt that most can't see. So you get the protection out of an undershirt, odor reduction, sweat protection, and protecting your dress shirt, but you get the refreshing and stylish benefits as if you weren't wearing an undershirt. These Sloan undershirts really closely hug your body to the point that they don't feel any thicker, they won't imprint through a shirt, and again, make it look invisible. And finally, they have a very deep V. The V-neck on these Sloans are probably one of the deepest that I've owned when it comes to undershirts, which is great because it allows you to unbutton 1 or 2 buttons on your shirt, and again, you look like you're not wearing an undershirt, yet you are. So if you guys want to check out Sloan and these awesome undershirts, I'm going to have them linked down below, and see if you can find one that matches your skin tone color. If you can, go ahead and pick it up, because I'm telling you guys, you'll never go back to a regular undershirt once you try one of these. And even better, there's also a discount code. That way you can try your first one and see if you like it. I'm going to have all of that linked down below just for you guys. The second style tip, only from the experts, is that you need to understand that your shoes can either make or break your outfit. What 99.9% of men are still doing wrong, even though they have nice shoes, is that they don't take care of them. So for example, sneakers, you want to make sure, especially if you have white sneakers or sneakers with the white sole, that's always nice and clean. This is going to make sure that your outfits are on point. An easy way to do that is to mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide. It's going to make this white pasty liquid. You're going to grab a toothbrush and start applying the mixture in small circles until you create a thick layer. Then you're going to place them in the sun for 3 to 4 hours and let it do its magic. After that, you shake them off and bam, you have white, clean shoes. This is a process you should do with all your shoes to make sure they're on point. The third style tip that experts know is that you should shop brands, not just fits. Not all skinny cuts are equal. Not all slim cuts are equal. You can grab a slim cut from Levi's and the jeans fit amazing. Then you go to Topman, grab a slim, and you look like a sausage. So the best tip for me is to always experiment with different clothing labels until you find one that fits your body type. So a couple examples that I can offer you is that if you're a tall, slender guy, for example, then Topman and Zara are good options for you. If you have more of an athletic build, then J. Crew and Banana Republic tend to cater best to you. All in all, each brand has their own personal fit guides that usually end up catering to a specific body type. So that's why you should experiment with all until you find one that suits you best. Number 4 is to experiment with proportions when you layer. I'll be talking a lot about layering as we approach fall and winter, but layering is one of the best ways to come across as being more stylish because it shows the intricacies of your outfit. Not just anybody can pile on clothes and make it look good. And this applies both to the dapper crowd and the street style crowd. I would say the street style crowd is more aggressive when it comes to their layering, but both can tap into this tip. For example, when it comes to the dapper crowd, you can do something as throwing a sweater over a casual button down, leaving it untucked. Again, you're playing with those proportions and it shows the complexity of your outfit. You do the same with the street crowd. You could throw a long line tee over a hoodie. Showing those aggressive differences in proportion allows you to layer, making your outfits look more complex and more aesthetic. And finally, number 5 is to not focus on brands. At the end of the day, fit is king. And this tip comes from one of the best style experts out there, Tom Ford. He said that at home or while he's at duty, he usually wears t-shirts from Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom. This guy's suits are like $6,000. But at the end of the day, what that means, it doesn't matter if you're wearing Fruit of the Loom, Uniqlo, or an Hugo Boss t-shirt. What you want to focus on is fit. Forget about brand labels. You're not going to impress anybody by wearing a $100 Hugo Boss t-shirt that looks like this. You can impress anybody by wearing a $5 t-shirt that looks like this. Alright boys, that's it for today's video. Those are 5 style tips from the experts that you can use to elevate your style. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Sloan. I'm going to have them linked below. That's it from me today. See you next time.